Alright, so in this video, I'm going to teach you how to absolutely destroy people using a Clefable. When battling this Pokemon, I've been traumatized so badly that at some points I've just stopped playing for a very, very long time. This Pokemon has brought me immense pain, and now I'm going to teach you how to do it to other people. So if you answer yes to any of these 4 questions, Clefable's the perfect Pokemon for you. With this cute little pink blob, you can single-handedly ruin anyone's dreams. It's a fantastic Pokemon, just kidding, I despise it. But in Anything Goes, which is the highest tier, it is actually extremely powerful. There's almost nothing that can beat it. It can be countered by a few specific Pokemon, but it is just horrible to deal with. So these are the EVs I would recommend. Health is going to be really important, and defenses are also going to be real important, but you can really distribute it anyway between these 3 stats. This is just what I recommend. So for your item, you're going to want leftovers, and that's why I recommend high health EVs, just so you can really capitalize off of that passive healing, because though you will be able to heal with Clefable, I actually didn't know Clefable had a self-healing move, but even though you are able to self-heal, it's really nice just to have passive healing while you're racking up your defenses. So you can always choose what moves you want, but moves 1 and 2 are basically required. The others you do have options, but those 2 you have to use. So move 1 is Cosmic Power, which increases your defense and special defense by a stage, which is extremely crucial to prevent you from getting one-shotted. Once you get a couple of those off, it's extremely difficult to knock out Clefable. Your defenses just get so high so fast, you can't really do much. So move 2 is the most crucial move, which is Minimize. And you can only use this move in normal battles or in the Anything Goes tier. So you won't be able to use this in Ubers or Overused, but it is insane. So if you don't know what Minimize does, it makes you much harder to hit. You can look up the exact stats, but increases your evasiveness. This combined with Cosmic Power and the passive healing of leftovers, you're extremely hard to hit. Like with 100% moves, I'm fairly certain once you get the 3 off, because it's a max of 3, there's a very low chance. I know it's below 50% of getting hit. So it's super hard to get hit, and when you get hit, you barely take any damage. This Pokemon's almost impossible to take down. Plus, I haven't said the ability yet. I apologize, because the ability is also very crucial. So for your ability, you need Magic Guard. I'm pretty sure Magic Guard makes status moves not do anything to you, or status effects. I'm not sure everything the ability does. All I know is because in testing, poison does not affect you. So with this, you cannot be poisoned, which is really, without this, that's really the main way you can take this Pokemon down. And if someone does manage to poison you, that's just wasting a turn on their part. So the last 2 moves are really your choice. I personally used to use Seismic Toss and Toxic. From top to bottom, generally I listed the more important ones at the top, but they're all so close, it's really your choice. Now, I actually didn't know Clefable could learn, I cannot think, Soft Boiled. I did not know Clefable could learn that. So I got by completely fine without using Soft Boiled, but that could be extremely helpful. So Seismic Toss is just good for reliable damage. Once you're level 100, you'll just keep doing 100 damage, which I think that's great. It's actually not a ton of damage, but since you're going to be taking so much less, you're basically going to be able to beat almost everyone. And with Toxic, you're just able to slowly chip down other Pokemon while boosting up. Soft Boiled is, of course, great for healing. And then Stored Powered, I actually had this recommended to me during a battle, and it can be useful because it does more damage the more boosts you have, and you really want to stack up a ton of boosts early, which though that seems great and all, then you can't even harm Dark types unless you have some other move. So It just really depends on your preference. Any of those moves are great. Protect is also useful, though I wouldn't really recommend it. And there might be other moves that are useful. But I really recommend, I think, Seismic, Toss, and Toxic. Although, it's really your choice. Any of those will work. And for any little strategies and helpful information, there's really not much I can tell you. I would personally recommend using, I would say, probably Cosmic Power at first, just so you can already have some pretty high defenses. It's just use Cosmic Power and Minimize at first. Either of those will work. There's really not much of a strategy. I guess my one main thing is, of course, since it's fairy, watch out for Pokemon like Metagross. Strong physical steel attacks will hurt you. If you don't have any boosts up, they will probably one-shot you. And if your opponent has a Marshadow, if you are forced to use your Clefable, since Marshadow can steal boosts from you, which is very, very difficult to deal with, I would just recommend using Minimize, so there's a lesser chance of Marshadow stealing your boosts. But really, if you're forced to go up against a Marshadow, that's the one main counter to this Pokemon is Marshadow. And that's why I use Marshadow on my Anything Goes team. So, that's about it. So apparently you survived the whole video. That is impressive. According to YouTube analytics, literally no one does that. Like, no one. I'm not joking. Like, my retention time on my videos are like 20 seconds. I'm exaggerating a little, but it's not long. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'm making an outro now. And I'm just wasting more of your time and getting off topic like usual. Bye, I guess.